I'm making my coffee right now. Probably sound like an idiot.
March Unit 1, headquarters. Move out. Lead vehicle heading out of the fairgrounds. Thanks very much to Brown County Fairgrounds. March Unit 2, move out.
Good morning, Convoy crazies, jerry can junkies, and flat fender fanatics. Johnny here, coming at you from the General Sibley State Park Campground over in the Peanut Gallery, the tent sites, because I'm off grid. Making my coffee right now. It's coming up on 5 a.m. and I hear the water boiling, starting to boil back there, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I'm gonna have my coffee real quick, put on my safety vest, and then head down to the rally point, which is about 2.5 miles up Washington Avenue. Small change of plan. You know, I was making my coffee and I said, you know, I have time to go run over and get a shower real quick. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take the whole rig over to the shower house and get a shower. Right now, I'm just pulling my vehicle out a little bit, making sure everything's okay with it, making sure I don't leave anything behind in the campground, including trash. So I just do my final sweep of the campsite, and yeah, now we're gonna go get a shower. All right, well, I figured you guys didn't need a documentary on my shower. Besides the fact that somebody left the door open yesterday and there was about 50 mosquitoes in the shower stall, so that was fun. But yeah, the sun's gonna come up here pretty soon. I'm gonna get my boots on and get down to Runnings and get my cones out, kind of get set up the way I want. All right, here we go. Quick stop. I gotta clean this windshield off. Hey guys, Johnny and the Convoy here, getting ready to leave. We just did our national anthem. Looks like we have all the ducklings and a couple final remarks probably, and then we're going to be on the road. Hopefully with no snafus, but it's awfully early to tell. Okay, Put this junk away. Shut the door. We're ready to go.
And for that, we have a small token of appreciation. This is a tradition that we've had since '09, where we develop a series of license plates dedicated to the Convoy, and we put key stopping points on them. And Bismarck is obviously our launching point, and we'd like to present this to you as a way of saying thank you to Bismarck and to you for coming out, and the AMVETs and DAB and VFW. So thank you very much. You're welcome. The last thing that we'd like to do is, and because it's you're going to be the recipient of the first one on day one, we'll give you one of our cheers that we do. And guys, because we're going to get lots of practice, that's on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hoorah!
Trail to all units. Start them up. Be ready to roll. And you know, it's finally here. Everybody be safe. Glad to see everyone again. And here we go on LC'26. Be safe. We're going a little early, folks. This one's for Bernie. Hoorah! Absolutely. Arch Unit 2, be right on their tail. Roger that. Roll it forward, boss. Move out 2, March Unit 3, be right on their tail, please. Vehicle turning on to Washington. Remember, we're in pre. Won't be going too fast here, but stay tight together, over. Unit 4, be ready. Go right on their tail. Everybody stay close.
Very good, very good.
Unit 5, same thing, right on their tail. Keep it close. All units, headlights on. Copy that, everyone. Headlights on, headlights on. Unit 6, right on their tail, right on their tail. Vehicle 77 will not have headlights on, so please ignore it. Copy that. Thank you, lead recovery, John. Unit 7, right on their tail. John, you know what to do. Stay right on. Recovery has made the turn.
Well, we're just waiting on recovery to come up over the hill here, but most of the column has made it. We made her to the lake. Not too bad. No one broke down. No one ran out of fuel. We only have one misplaced recovery truck and trailer. And I'm sure we'll hear about that at the sheriff's meeting. Hey guys, Johnny here, coming at you from Harmon Lake. And well, we came in and now we're leaving. 15 minutes. I just had enough time to get a coffee made. And now it's time to go. Convoy life, what are you gonna do? We're back here somewhere. All right, here we are. Home sweet home.
Unit 3, move out. March Unit 4. March Unit 5. All March Unit leaders, pull out as soon as you can. Stay as close as you can to the unit above you.
Here we go. I just use the grease hose for my oil filter line. The one that goes from the filter down to the engine block. I
guess they're known to break. And then, coming out of break, we had some unsecured cargo. So 2 pulled off for that, and then just now, we have M37 with engine issue. So they're pulling out. So recovery is off to a good start. We have had no fuel issues so far. No one's run out of gas, and no one has vapor locked. Though it is early in the morning and it's not hot yet. It's supposed to be over 100 today. So time will tell. Hopefully we'll get everyone straightened out, and we'll keep on jeeping on here. Oh, I think we had a recovery truck and trailer that made a wrong turn or something like that. So I think the sheriff, between the unsecured cargo, a hat, somebody lost their hat, and a wrong turn, the sheriff's going to have some infractions to talk about. Looks like a power plant over there. Can you see the smoke coming out of that? Yeah, you can. I'm gonna have to find out what that is. Wow. Feels like you can see forever out there.
That's going to be your determination. Just give them plenty of room to go. Bring wide on that U-turn. It's a narrow opening. You want me to leave 2 car lengths wide open? To the left, guys. Hook to the left.
Yeah, I think he said to leave room for him.
Copy. First gear will be 1 hour, 11:15 hours. 11:15 hours. Over.
Johnny and the Convoy here, coming at you from the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center in Washburn, North Dakota there, buddy. And I've never been this close to a Bearcat before. It's probably a good thing. The local sheriff's department brought out a couple of their toys. Listen to that, 8 cylinders of freedom.
It was touch and go.
Sounds good. Well, we all made it in okay. Kinda. Recovery's on their way. We're here for like an hour, so I'm gonna go inside and see what there is to see here. Preparing a couple of postcards to send home, and guess what? I have exactly 2 postcard stamps left. I don't know if I'll be able to get the round date stamp on both of these. Well, check this out. The one I did. Anyways, the one I did. I'm just trying to protect my address here. I put the darn thing on upside down. Oh well.
Doesn't pay to be stupid unless you show it, I guess.
LC'26 Convoy team. We have a tradition that we present a license plate for the convoy to each of our stops, and we'd like to extend that to you now with our thanks. And then what we also like to do is a little special thank you from our side. So on 3, guys.
Headlights on. Vehicle is halted.
Wonder if there's a post office in this cute little town.
2 hours, 5 minutes from now. Over.
All right, be here for a couple hours. That's close enough to be able to find something,
You're
I
out
think.
and safe. Everybody's in. We take our safety vests off once we got everybody parked. Over. Okay, ambulance swing out and around. Form a 3rd column.
Look at Gene, hard at work.
Okay, I'm going to want this next section to brake to the curve over here.
Wow, look at how fortunate is this? Check this out.
For the curve.
They put me right in front of the post office. Washburn, North Dakota, there, buddy. Perfect. How we doing today, Molly? Yeah, you're not kidding. How are you doing?
I'm hot too.
Yeah? I think we're all feeling it already.
But it's been beautiful.
Yeah. How about those hills, those rolling hills on that?
I love them.
Oh man, that was so gorgeous.
It's really gorgeous when you can look out your back window and see all the vehicles coming over the hills.
Yeah.
Host with our thanks. Okay, so thank you very much for that. Thanks to the staff for the great food, and for preparing it and for presenting it. Thanks to the convoyers. I'm pretty sure we saw it. There's a couple donation cans as we were coming in. We'll give generously to that. Yep. And finally, we have the second part of our tradition, lawyers, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, Jim Veranda, thank you, Matthew, who was a B-17 co-pilot during World War II. They were over in England, and they were test flying an aircraft that had mechanical problems, and the bird went down, and there was a crew of 8, and he was a sole survivor of that crash and suffered many, many years with burns and post-traumatic stress disorder and different things. Turned out to be a wonderful educator, a principal in the schools, but in a little community, about 1,300 people, I have 2 pretty infamous people that came from the same little house down here on Main Avenue. And anytime we forget about Jim's contribution to this, because Clint Hill is such a dynamic figure, which I've had the pleasure of meeting, very dynamic man, and if you ever have a chance to read his books, he goes through the aspects of what he went through, the emotional trauma after JFK lost his life, and his close relationship with Jackie Kennedy. I always like to throw Jim's portion in it, because I'm a big B-17 guy, as you can tell by my shirt. And I was always scared to talk to Jim because I knew how emotionally traumatic it was for him. So one time when they were moved to Bismarck, I went and had a visit with Jim, and I started to get out of him a little bit about his flying memories of that B-17. And he says, I can close my eyes and I can see every instrument. So I thought, okay, I've got the girl, and he died. So, anyway, thank you, Commander. Thank you. That's just such a neat story.
Well, greetings from Washburn. Had a beautiful stop, beautiful lunch. Got a nice Strata Blue Jeep that visited. And you know, it's so stupid of me. This is day one of the convoy, right? I didn't even realize it's Sunday today, and the darn post office isn't even open. Convoy life sets in fast. At least I got those postcards in the mail, and then tomorrow I can buy another sheet of postcard stamps. Apparently they had a tornado come through here, and that's why we were eating down at the EMS hall at the ambulance station there instead of at the Legion. Legion must have suffered some damage. I'm gonna find a quiet place here somewheres and edit the video from the days leading up to today and see if I can get that ready to send out. It's gonna be about an hour long, so hopefully I can do some editing, some of my magic, and shorten that up a little bit. But we're here for another, I think it's about 45 minutes or so. And then we'll be off down the road again. It's neat seeing people like experience the convoy for the first time, because I know I've been there myself, and it's a pleasure to me. So I think that's great. But everybody seems to be having fun. The people are coming out in droves to see the vehicles. And there are only a few small adjustments that really need to be made. Everything seems to be going very smoothly. All right, so I'm gonna grab my chair out of here, find a shady spot, and rest for a little bit and do some editing. We'll catch you guys on the way out of town. Looks like we have a shop cat here, don't we?
Did it and then learned more about it and went, oh, okay. And then when I got a motorcycle, I ended up going on the motorcycle 3 or 4 times. And then one time, do you remember Garrison? We were together on LC'26. We had the big blue white.
Okay.
How are you doing so far, Art?
Absolutely fine.
Good.
Everything going well. Even had some ice cream from JT.
Can't beat it.
And can't beat that. So I'll let you, you're going to have to pack this away.
Yeah, there's no rush.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready to get up and go, you get up and go, and I'll take care of the chair.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
You all right?
I'm going to let you go.
All righty.
We'll see you.
See you later. Just getting ready to leave lunch. Amazing lunch, amazing stop, and I feel horrible for these people that had so much devastation in the storm they just had on Friday, so like 3 days ago. So on my way back from the hardware store where I was doing some video editing, I found this patch face down on the ground, and I knew what it was right away. Somebody got patched or something like that. It is the CERT team patched somebody who irresponsibly dropped the patch that they had just been patched with. So I'm faced with this dilemma. Do I keep it for myself as a souvenir, or do I turn it into the sheriff so it can be returned to its rightful owner? I think I will do the right thing and turn it into the sheriff. I really like that patch though. Oh well. Easy come, easy go. We're heading out. I gotta turn my radio back on.
Customer service, great people here in North Dakota. That's for sure. out of the intersection, keep moving through it. Don't stop. Over.
Got a lot of storm damage in town here.
Headlights on. Turn on, everyone. Headlights on. Copy, thank you. Lord Gale has turned right on 200.
Swinging around, it's working right now. Sitting up in that hopper car. How about that? Well, you don't see that every day. Tromp on a little bit here. It's a big lake, it goes off to the horizon. Now we're caught up. job.
Good job.
We made her.
This is my wife Muriel.
Hi, Troy. Nice to meet you.
Great, there's already a line.
Oh, can't miss it. Great, thank you.
They had a good wind behind them, they could raise their sail. So they saw beaver and bison everywhere along the route. On the return in 1806, kind of in this area.
All the time in Mother Nature or unrelentless care, they give you constant aches and pains and head your teeth and hair. Like waves pounding up the shoreline, age erodes your mind. You can't see without your glasses, and they're always hard to find. Your memories become undependable as it kicks in and out. You now become a geezer, and that's what life's about. You socialize with geezers, you play little geezer games, and you find yourself flirting with some poor old geezer dating. Geese is Greek for urine stains. Is your flies undone. You're plagued by constipation, or you've got the constant runs. As you watch your life unravel and you get that vacant stare, the one redeeming factor is you're usually unaware.
All right, somebody has been thinking of me. I can't wait to use this on unsuspecting convoyers. Hey guys, Johnny and the Warhorse here, coming at you from the Senex in Garrison, North Dakota there, buddy. And it takes me about 4 or 5 convoys, but I learn. I'm a slow learner, but I learn. I was looking through the lodging information as soon as the driver's meeting was over because I didn't feel like camping in a gravel lot with no hookups. Instead, I looked up this Fort Stevenson State Park while everyone was checking out the vehicles. I'm looking at the lodging info. Turns out that this, I'm gonna butcher I don't know how they pronounce it. This campground is right on Lake Sacagawea, so we're going down there and we're gonna camp on the lake. I spent like $30 for an electric and water spot. That includes a $2 donation to North Dakota State Parks. So we're gonna sit down the road here. I'm gonna put it into my GPS, and then we're gonna just chill. I don't know if there's any shade. I don't want to put out the awning because it's really windy today. I'm just gonna start typing here. There it is.
Turn left on 3rd Avenue Southwest,
Can't
then
get any
take
use
the
on that.
first left.
I may make a detour actually to this pizza shop, but I don't know. It doesn't have very good ratings. I'm gonna go down there and we'll check it out. Let's go to the pizza shop. Well, I'll give you a little hint on what I think of this pizza shop. It's in a hotel. Yeah, this crazy guy. Watch out for this crazy guy. So I'll give you a little hint as to what quality you might expect at that pizza shop, Jimmy's Pizza or whatever the heck it was called. It's inside the hotel. You gotta walk into the main lobby of the hotel and there's where the pizza shop is. Listen, between you and me, I used to work in a pizza shop, and there's a saying in the industry: you never trust a pizza shop if the manager isn't fat, right? The manager of a good pizza shop should be kind of portly looking. That's how you know the pizza's good.
Yeah, sure.
It's a secret for you guys out there. DQ it is.
Hey guys, we made it into camp. We're at, I think at Fort Patterson State Park. Does that sound right? I don't even remember what town we're in. And like earlier, I was trying to get into the post office, trying to mail those postcards, like lightly pulling on the door, right? Thinking, well, there ought to be someone here. It's not lunchtime yet. They're not closed for lunch yet. Totally oblivious to the fact that it's Sunday today. And there was going to be no one in that post office. Convoy life. Oh, I just wanted to come down here and show you guys this beautiful site we have here. Oh man. These are the kind of things you can see on the convoys. You guys need to come on one. And I don't know if you guys can see all of these dragonflies out here. They're chasing each other around and stuff. It's just a beautiful sight. Those bluffs off in the distance there, across the bay. Oh man, just really something. I love this state. I tell everybody, if I were ever to move away from Appalachia, it would be out here in the Dakotas. And the Dakotas there, buddy. Oofta. So, such a beautiful evening. I think I'm gonna put my trunks on and go swimming. I just wanted to show you that real quick. I really honestly don't want to leave this spot. It's so pretty here, but I don't just want to stand around all evening either. So, off we go. I'll spare you the sight of seeing me in a swimsuit, bathing suit, swimsuit, swimming trunks. Brain fried. But yeah, we'll see you back at camp, all right? Okay. God bless. This is such a beautiful lake. Can you believe no one's down here? There's not a single person playing volleyball or playing in the swing set. We got one family walking their dog over there. Dogs. No one's swimming. Beautiful day for a swim. Unless maybe this is like the Columbia River and it's freaking poisonous or something. Or radioactive. We'll find out. Man, I'll tell you one thing that would scare me away is these biting flies. They're ridiculous. They're gonna whip, oh, there's the beach right down there. We're gonna whip it right in here. Get down and test the waters. How does that sound? Pretty good to me. So that was quite refreshing. But as you can see, there's no real sand down here on the beach. I don't know if this lake is extremely low or what's going on here. There's sand up above at a higher elevation. You know, starting from like maybe 10, 15 feet more elevation from where the water is now. But down here in the water, you gotta like trudge through this very fine, almost like mortar mix. Like we're gonna mud up some cinder block, you know, kind of stuff. And it's wet and gushy. And the kids come down here, obviously, and build all kinds of stuff with this mud. But you could, I'm just so interested in this. You could build all kinds of stuff with this mud. You could build a mud hut. You could build a Slant Village hut with this mud. Easily. I've never seen fine sediment silt with this consistency here. It's really cool. Yeah, this is al natural in its natural state. Looks like there's a storm over there on the horizon. This lake is so long. Question: if a bolt of lightning were to hit the other end of this lake, would that electricity dissipate? I assume that this lake is like 30 or 40 miles long. I wonder how far the danger zone is in water, because if you know how good of a conductor of electricity water is. This is what I do when I'm off by myself on a convoy. My mind just wanders. Let's look at this piece of artwork here. Looks like somebody built a little castle. You see they had a moat here. I don't know what this scuba thing is supposed to be, but looks like they had their little hut with a hole in it, and they were building a roof on it. nice modern art masterpiece. Human archaeology, I guess, or anthropology. I don't know which is the correct nomenclature for that. I'm having fun just trotting through this. I feel like I'm in one of those fancy LA spas where you get a mud bath, you know. I don't have to spend no $2,000. All I spent was $30 for my spot and $7 for a day pass. Oh, it's so gooey. Okay. Johnny's going cuckoo. Oh man, I wonder if this is like ash from those wildfires. It's a strange consistency and it's black. And we saw that, where did we see that at? In Tawas, when we went over to Lake Superior side, or no, Lake Huron side. There was like this fine particulate, black colored particulate. And I wondered if that was smoke, ash coming out of and landing on the lake and getting washed ashore. I didn't feel like commenting on it then because those are silly things I think about. Well, I'm just down here by myself watching the end of this beautiful day. And I hope that wherever you are, you're enjoying your evening as well. Till tomorrow morning, this has been Johnny and the Convoy. We'll see you out there and keep on jeeping on. Bye for now. Tomorrow, you know, I apologize. I didn't go over the maps because we don't have maps this time. But in the morning, I'll go over. There's so much going on today. Tomorrow, I'll go over where we're going. We're going west tomorrow. See you then, guys. Bye. Well, looks like we found Fort Stevenson. How about that? Let's check this out before we go back to camp. Even though the mosquitoes are awful right now, look at that cannon in there. Yes, we must. Yeah, let's just whip her off the side of the road here and go check that out. Oh, there's another cannon out there. And a buffalo over yonder. So I was searching for a place to rinse this mud off of my feet. And just stumbled across this guardhouse, is what I think they called it. Let's take a look, see at these different displays they have here. This is some awesome stuff. Check it out. All right, what else do we have? Some buffalo out there. Sorry, bison. So this appears to be like an interactive museum of sorts. It has a lot of different stops for information. Check out this 3-inch rifled cannon. I certainly wouldn't want to be looking down the barrel of that thing. Thank you, Ruth. What a piece of history. What a beaut. All right, let's see what else they have. It's one of those little gopher things they have out here. All right, let's see what else they got. I'm getting my $7 worth here. think we got one more stop. It's this one over here. Alright guys, we really are signing off this time, as I'm getting bit by a fly. Have a good night.